culture is not a slogan on a wall or a set of values written into a handbook. Culture is what people feel when they present themselves. It is how they speak to one another, how decisions are made under pressure, and how problems are owned or avoided. Culture shows up in behaviour long before it shows up in results. Strong cultures are built on trust, clear communication, and ownership. People communicate openly, decisions are made with intention rather than emotion, and individuals feel empowered to act because they understand the mission and their role within it. When these elements are present, teams adapt faster, collaborate more effectively, and form consistently well. When they are absent, culture drifts. Relationships strain, communication becomes guarded, ownership fades. What replaces it is frustration, blame, and eventually disengagement and disillusionment. Leaders often sense shifts before they can name it. Something feels off, performance slows, energy drops. That is the signal that culture needs attention. Changing workplace culture is not quick nor comfortable. It demands discipline, patience, and sustained leadership. But when done well, it strengthens every part of the organization and creates a team that can handle pressure without fracture. Work starts with clear communication. Before culture can change, leaders must be honest about the culture that currently exists and the culture that they want to build. This is not about aspirational language, it is about behaviour. What is being rewarded? What is being tolerated? What is being ignored? Culture follows those signals. A clear picture of the desired culture creates a reference point for decisions and behaviour. It gives something tangible to align with. Without that clarity, change efforts become inconsistent and trust erodes even further. Leadership then has to go first. Culture does not change because leaders announce it. It changes because leaders live it. Every action sends a message. Every decision reinforces what matters. People watch closely, especially when things are difficult. If leaders say one thing and then do another, the culture will follow behaviour words. Mistakes will happen during change. That is inevitable. What matters is how leaders respond. Ownership keeps momentum. Deflection kills credibility. When leaders take responsibility and course correct openly, they create safety and they set the standard for everyone else. Communication holds it all together. If leaders do not communicate clearly and consistently, those stories will be filled in by assumption and frustration. Open communication reduces that risk. People need to understand why change is happening, what it means for them, and how they can contribute. Just as important, they need space to speak. Two-way communication builds engagement and surfaces issues early before they harden into resistance. Steelman ideas and attack concepts from all angles. This is open dialogue, and it's what allows thought processes to mature. Ownership must extend beyond leadership. People do not commit to culture they feel excluded from. Empowerment matters, and when individuals understand the mission, the intent behind the decisions, and the boundaries they are working within, they can take ownership of outcomes. Autonomy within clear parameters builds trust and initiative. When people feel trusted, they act differently. They solve problems instead of waiting, and they collaborate instead of competing. Shift changes culture faster than any policy ever could. Relationships matter more than structure. Organizations naturally create divisions through roles and departments. And problems arise when those divisions turn into silos. When loyalty shifts away from the mission and towards individual teams, culture deteriorates. Strong relationships cut through the silos. They create empathy. They reduce misunderstandings. They allow teams to see problems as shared rather than competitive. Culture strengthens when people view success as collective, not individual. Be the difference. Build relationships across departments and across teams. Behaviour must be reinforced. People look for signals about what is truly valued. Recognition does not need to be grand, it needs to be consistent. Acknowledging effort, ownership, and collaboration reinforces the standards leaders want to see repeated. Progress must be reviewed honestly. Culture change is not linear. There will be progress and there will be setbacks. Leaders need to observe what is changing, listen to feedback, and adjust. That demands humility and discipline. Culture is shaped through iteration, not declaration. Throughout this process, relationships and communication remain critical. Without them, even well-intended change efforts stall with them. Alignment strengthens and momentum builds. Changing workplace culture is demanding work. It requires leaders to own the environment that they create, to communicate with clarity, and to empower others, and to stay consistent even when results are not immediate. But organizations that commit to this work will emerge more resilient, more aligned, and better equipped to handle pressure. Culture does not change because the environment improves. The environment improves because leaders change how they lead.